Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Nice?
Okay, Holly. Kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Wolverines offense has the ball first today. And we get our first look at Colton Joseph, a quarterback that was highly sought after, and I think we're going to see the reason why in this one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Blasted as he lets it go. Reads it, fires complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, they knew it wasn't going to be easy against this defense throwing the football, right? They've got a pass rush. This quarterback was going to be under duress. He gets drilled, but he gets his first completion on the opening drive of the game. It's going to look like this the rest of the way.
He's taking the shot. And incomplete on the deep ball. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throwing Joseph. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
And I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it. This offense comes out, gets the big completion way down the middle of the field.
Trying to beat the D deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. In the den of the crowd, here's Joseph. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
He's definitely going to want that one back. Man, they put a nice drive together. That's the opening drive you want. Start driving the football down the field, having success, and then you just get just a little bit aggressive, a little bit greedy, making the throw, forcing it into coverage, and throwing the interception.
Looking for a crease. It's Smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
The Longhorns come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The run inside. It smothers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy, a 50-yarder from the left hash. And he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Pulled and fired complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle from the loss.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Joseph from the gun on third down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
And the Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running inside. It's Mothers. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Joseph. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go play action with Joseph. And wings it incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Taking it the other way.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. On the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
He will not get there as the defense stopped him again.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver comes in motion. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, that is such great third.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, and he's free. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. They're going to ride this running back. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, the portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fires to the tight end.
And this offense has finally put a good drive together, a really good opportunity here. Got to be smart with the football. Don't get too aggressive. Got to get points, but a chance to tie this up going into the half. Considering this offense hasn't played great, that would be a big win.
They'll try to move the chains on third down from their own 20. Gets the back moving. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Got it. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. And here they come to give it another shot on third and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
Just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
The extra point here would tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. Coming out with it, it's Chambers. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Throwing Joseph. They're working that left side. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. The corners are walked up tight. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. He'll throw it. It's complete to the right. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Man, this guy is so dangerous running it, and the speed can also help him extend the play to hurt you throwing it, David. As a defense, what do you got to do to keep this guy in the pocket?
Well, the hard part is once he gets outside the pocket, you have to play the second play. The first play, everybody had a route to run, but the second play, it's the scramble drill, and receivers going to break and cut and do something different. So it's so annoying. It's frustrating to have a guy like this that can get outside the pocket and do so much damage.
And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. And it's a sack.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Chambers. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to get more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the UNLV Rebels, taking on the number 3 team, the USC Trojans. And it's UNLV able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now back over to your game at DKR in Austin. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look.
I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll run it again. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Now improvising. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. And run inside. It smothers.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. He might want another play. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Joseph on the play action. Throws to the tight end. It's complete, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. On the delay, it's Simon. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Simon. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass.
Maybe a crease. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. On the run, it's Simon. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a longhorn shaken up. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Simon. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Joseph. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Wide receiver going in motion. Makes a man miss. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run inside. It's Taylor. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Now here's Joseph. Complete in the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the...
Tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Throwing Joseph. Finds a spot in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Again, it's Joseph. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Touchdown, Michigan! They take the lead here in the 2nd half. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One final play before the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Simon. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. 1st down here, what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Makes it past the marker. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. There's a crease. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Ready to try the point after. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with some swag and some speed with a 73-yarder for the score. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. So here comes the Michigan offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but still a good game. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zone.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver in the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, it's third and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on fourth down.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Great. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. So now it's second and long. The run inside. It's Wilson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. With the draw, it's Wilson. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to...
Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Joseph got his man. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Joseph. He's got his man, makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Oh, I love when they sneak the big fella out of the backfield, usually blocking so much. Nice job with a little play action, slide him, give him the rock.
The give on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find.
Becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. In the den of the crowd, here's Joseph. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And he made the extra point without problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. He's going to run it. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra 1st downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the 1st down.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
You just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle. Tripped up for the tackle. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to change this route. To the air on 1st down. Stepping to the right. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Takes a hit as he fires. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
All right, and now you're down to your last chance. Listen, you practice this every single week. You do it at the end, and you put together your package where you're going to put big guys in the game, and you're going to throw the ball up in the air and try to give them a chance to make a big play because you got to have a touchdown in this next snap.
It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Deep shot for the end zone. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
They just took a shot down the field, didn't get it, so you've got time for one more play. Everybody thinking Hail Mary right now. I know the odds don't say you're going to come up with it, but, man, we have seen crazy things happen in college football.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.